Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In this video, we'll be chasing after the Clover Valley Lumber Company number 4 steam locomotive. Let me give you an introduction and history of the locomotive. The Clover Valley Lumber Company number 4 is an articulated steam locomotive with a 2662T wheel arrangement, 2 pilot wheels in the front, 2 pairs of 6 driving wheels, and 2 trailing wheels. The T at the end means that the tender is built onto the locomotive rather than a separate car like most steam locomotives. The articulated design for all articulated steam locomotives allows the locomotive to make turns a lot easier than putting all wheels on only one frame. The Clover Valley Lumber Company number 4 was built by the Baldwin Locomotive Works in March of 1924. It weighs in at 110 tons and could put out a boiler pressure of 200 pounds per square inch. It first operated with the Clover Valley Lumber Company in Loyalton, California. It operated with the railroad up until late 1956, when the railroad was sold to the Feather River Lumber Company. Service was the same until 1957 when trucks took over the logging job. Afterwards, it was sold to the Tahoe Timber Company near Reno, Nevada for stationary boiler service. It remained there until 1973 when a member of the Pacific Locomotive Association named Gray Gregory arranged the donation of the locomotive. It was a complicated process because parts had been stolen from the locomotive, but it finally moved on July 8, 1974. Restoration of the locomotive started after 1977 and was finished in the summer of 1978. From 1978 through 1985, the CLV-4 carried passenger and special operations at Castro Point. In the same year, the locomotive was moved to Niles and was put into storage. Then on January 8, 2005, the number 4 and its equipment were moved to the Niles Canyon Railway, which owns it to this day, and was stored there until restoration work began in 2008. After an extensive rebuild, it was fired up and ran tests on August 25, 2012. That's all about the locomotive, but for this Niles Canyon Railway event, they also sent out the California Western Rail Bus numbered M200. Here's the interior.
Alrighty folks, we're inside M200. So this is what it looks like inside of a rail bus. Wooden floor, green walls, back cab view. Want to tell the viewers about this rail bus and its history?
I would love to. I don't have it right now handy, but I'll get back to you.
Oh, alright.
We'll do it separately.
Sweet. This is and here's the control area. This is what the operator sees.
After looking inside, here's a guide that has the history of the M200.
Well, it was built in 1926 up at Skagit Steel in Cedar-Willie, Washington. It ran on the Longview, Portland, and Northern Railway at first, carrying people to and from camps and carrying material and supplies. And then it stayed there for a few years. In 1930, it got sold to the Troma Railroad down here in California. And it ran on a 30.5 mile railroad and took people to and from Troma out to the back areas of that area. Also twice a day carried school kids from the Indian Reservation into Troma and back out to the Indian Reservation at the end of the day. In 1941, it was sold to the California Western Railway, at which time It
Where
went
do we
in for
go
a
now?
rebuild. It's got 250 horsepower Cummins engines, and it ran between Fort Bragg and Willits. It did carry mail, fish, milk, and other supplies along with people. That's where the term skunk came in, because it had a diesel engine, and when the wind was blowing the right way, you could smell it coming before you could see it. So that's how that term was. In 1985, it was sold to the Pacific Locomotive Association. It was not operational. The bus wore itself out, and they gave it to us. So at that point, we rebuilt the thing and ran it at Castro Point. When we moved from Castro Point out here to the railway, we went ahead and put it in storage out at the nuclear plant out in Pleasanton. And after that, we brought it out here in 1985, and it ran on the railroad as the first piece of equipment on the railroad. And that's about it. We brought the M200. We just got done repainting the M200. She has a brand new interior in it. It's the only rail bus running of her class. In fact, they did not build them mass production. They put an order in for one, and they built one. And that was a special built unit. It ran at Fort Bragg with the M80, the M100, the M200, and the 300. The 300 is still at Fort Bragg, which we hope to get someday. It would be a nice item to have. And this thing here will be running for forever. That's about it.
That was the history of the California Western M200. After a 20-minute delay due to some train issues, the train was ready to go. After the train inched out of the depot, the chase officially began. High ball!
Hello everyone, this is Austin. We are now beginning our chase of the number 4. So the train just left. It was delayed due to some issues, but we're on our way. We're heading down the bright side, capture the train from there, coming through the yard. So yeah, hope to see you there.
Dad and I met up with the train down by the yard in Brightside. You can see the smoke behind the stored cars.
No, don't get that close.
There weren't any other good spots after Palomares Road, so the chase has been skipped over to Niles, California.
Stay here, Papi. And he's recording.
After the number 4 uncoupled from the train, it was switched to the other end for the return trip. camped back at the Sinnoh depot, ending the chase. However, the party was not over yet. Take a look at the photos taken. Take a look at these behind the scene clips.
When was the last time Clover Valley ran? Hello there. We'll actually move them back a little bit once the big train is gone, and then there's more opportunity for.
Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Austin Lee. See you at the station.